Hello and welcome back to Comic Vantage, and here we have another preview spotlight. Yes, we're going to go through our Diamond Previews guide, and this is the guide that came out, what is this week? Well, actually tomorrow will be April 1st, so this is our April catalog 2019 for books being solicited June 2019. If you do not know what Previews is, this is the book that your LCS uses to order all of their their weekly titles. And, they give you the chance to go through it and either order some yourself or tell them what to buy so they can get it for you. Like always, let's start off with our DC book this week. And let's just get right on into it. What do we got up here first? This really piqued my interest to start off with. This is Event Leviathan #1. Groundbreaking and always inventive team of writer Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev reunite on a mystery thriller that stretches across the DC universe and touches every character from Batman to Superman. It looks really good, so it just looks like a neat story. I love the artwork. Man, this variant cover they have coming out, that's top-notch right there. That looks really, really good. Next book from DC that looks really interesting, Superman Year One. And this is coming out under DC Black Label, so this is going to be kind of interesting to see our good old Boy Scout here. Maybe we'll see a Super Schlong instead of the Batwang this time. Anyway, so we got Frank Miller writing. We have John Romita Jr. doing the artwork, along with Danny Miki inking his artwork, which can only make it better. I'm not a fan of John Romita Jr., but, So it looks really good. Suggested for mature readers, prestige format, like all of the DC Black Label books. Here is, I think this is the variant cover for it, or one of the other covers. This is the Frank Miller one. Yeah, it's kind of a lackluster there, but, what can you do? This looked really interesting as well. Harley Quinn Breaking Glass. And this is the story of a 15-year-old Harley Quinn, written by Mariko Tamaki, who came off of X-23 recently, and before that she was at She-Hulk over on Marvel. Really enjoy her writing, so this might be pretty good. Looking forward to that as well. What we got here? Oh, Superman of Smallville. That looked a little interesting, but, I'm going to skip over that. What else did we have here? Oh, Aquaman 49. Now, I'm not showing this because I think it's interesting or I think it's going to sell well. I'm showing it because of this god-awful variant cover. I mean, this is a Joshua Middleton cover, and that is really uninspired. Whatever, DC has like a variant cover for every single book coming out every single month. So anyway, hey, speaking of variant covers, woo, Batgirl right there. I think that is another Joshua Middleton, much better than the other one. Batman Beyond 33, another beautiful, beautiful, beautiful variant cover right here. If you're into cover grabs, definitely, DC's a great place to do cover grabs. This looks good. What we got here? Batman Who Laughs #6. Again, another gorgeous variant cover here. Jenny Friesen. And, Deceased #2. This looks really cool. It's some kind of weird like rage virus turning everybody into bloodthirsty monsters and zombies. I love this zombie Superman. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Actually, I might be worth it to grab that cover, and that's a Francisco Mattina cover. Dude's been catching some flack lately for stealing artwork, but, he's not the only one who's guilty of that of recent, but he's the only one catching any crap for it. Anyway, Justice League Odyssey #10 coming out. This Perillo, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Jessica Cruz variant cover. I'm not even really collecting anything DC recently. I might actually just buy it for that cover. Like I said, right now DC is the place for cover grabs if that is your thing. Here's something cool. Animal Man Omnibus coming out. Jeff Lemire. Beautiful. Awesome story. Definitely worth picking up. We also have the Absolute Dark Knight 3 The Master Race hardcover coming out. $125. Now, this is supposed to be the absolute definitive Master Race. But is it going to contain like all 356 variant covers that came out from all these different retailers? I mean, that was a little ridiculous. I think the only other thing that had that many variant covers was probably Action Comics 1000 and possibly Detective 1000 now. This. If you got an extra $500, The Crisis on Infinite Earth box set. Yes, you heard that correct. It is $500. Approximately 28 pounds. Do you see that? 28 pounds. But man, look at this beautiful box. Here's the other half of it. And this is everything that's in there. We have hardcover upon hardcover upon hardcover. This is supposed to have every Crisis on Infinite Earth story, lead-ups, follow-ins, or follow-ups, everything in between is supposed to be included in this box set. Do we have a count on pages here? It doesn't even give us a page count. But all we know, it's 28 pounds and $500. I guess this is kind of their answer to the big box set Marvel put out for the Infinity Gauntlet. So, you know, they got to do something. Everybody tries to one-up each other. And actually, that was it for DC. Really, I mean, kind of blah on the stories this month, but a lot of really good cover grabs, like I said, if that's your thing. So, that's the DC. All right, and the next book from the month, we go to a blank white page. Yay, what are you? It's supposed to be our Marvel's book. There we go, Marvel, woohoo, Marvel Comics. Again, we are still in War of the Realms. Seriously, this crossover event hasn't even started yet, and I'm already tired of it. It just, here's all of our books. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it just, after reading these for the last few months and looking at all the stories and the books that are coming out, it feels very, I don't know, uninspired. It's just, like I said, it hasn't even started yet and I'm done with it already. Most of these I think I'm just going to end up skipping. I might grab a few here and there, like, oh, here we go. And featuring Wave, Marvel's newest hero. So, hey, grab that one. What do we got here? New Agents of Atlas #3. Tell me that isn't a bloody awful cover. God, that thing is just, that's actually ugly. Why would you put that on a book? That makes me not want to buy it just looking at it. Anyway, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, you gotta love Punisher there, being an ogre slayer. And what else do we got here? Uncanny X-Men #3. Woo! Oh, here we go. Kingpin beating somebody's butt. Hey, still more War of the Realms. Yay! I know there was something in here I wanted to show. Let's see. Let me just skip ahead here and see where we're going. Oh, hey, this I actually wanted to show. I thought this was kind of interesting. So this is Tony Stark, Iron Man #13. Marvel has really been kind of teasing this right here. You see that 2020 approaches, that 2020 logo? Now, I know I've talked about this before, but I actually wanted to show this, and I want to call it right here. I think that is a teaser for Marvel trying to push Arno Stark, which is, I don't know, a long-lost cousin or something of Tony. But the thing is, the dude is the Iron Man of 2020. You see the logo right there? It's the exact same logo. So I really think Marvel is going to try to push Arno, possibly to introduce him into the MCU, into the movies. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. But if you're interested in this, Machine Man 2020 issues #1 and 2. Issue #1 is the first cameo appearance of Arno. Issue #2 is the first full appearance of Arno Stark. Very, very cheap to grab. So let's just throw a little spec out there along with this awesome, you know, little preview that I'm showing here. What else do we got? Oh, this I thought was kind of cool. Black Cat getting her own series. Not a mini. This is supposed to be an ongoing series, so that's actually kind of cool. Here we got a couple different covers, but this is going to be the one everybody wants. The J. Scott Campbell variant cover. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that. It's actually a beautiful cover. Let's see what we're going on here. Yeah, actually that's the normal cover. The J. Scott Campbell is the normal. So, everybody can pick that up. What else we got here? Oh, Silver Surfer Black, issue #1. Now, I thought this was worth mentioning right here. We got a pretty neat cover. Now, the reason I thought this was worth mentioning is Donny Cates is writing it. Everybody knows Donny Cates, everything this man touches turns to gold. Everybody loves his storytelling, so I think this here is going to be a must-have. What else we got here? Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Look at this right here. Peter David, Dale Keown coming back, doing a Hulk one-shot. My Incredible Hulk of the 1990s is coming back for a one-shot. Gotta have this right here. This is going to be a must-buy. Everybody out there knows I love the 90s books. I can't help it. It's just the era that I was raised in for comic books. You know, this was my... the 90s. That was it for me. All right, here we go. Another little up-and-coming rising star is Spider-Ham. And he's getting a Spider-Man annual featuring Spider-Ham here. So that should be kind of fun. We got here... an Amazing Spider-Man 24. What else we got? No, skip over Greg Land. Hate you. Here. Facsimile edition of Howard the Duck. This is actually just going to be fun. It's Howard the Duck. And it's a facsimile edition, which means it's a complete, perfect reprint of the original Howard the Duck #1, ads and everything included. The recent one that just came out on Wednesday was Hulk 181, so we're going to get this now. And let's see. We only have a few more books to show for Marvel. Major X, #5 of 6. I don't even know why I wanted to show this. But hey, it's Major X, so might as well, right? That's not what I wanted to show. I was on the wrong page. I wanted to show this, Wolverine Exit Wounds #1. And this is a bunch, I believe, a bunch of almost mini stories written by Chris Claremont, Larry Hama, and Sam Keith. So, you know, we have some really cool stuff going on there. And last but not least, Star Wars Age of Rebellion Darth Vader #1. We have a new Darth Vader series coming out. This actually should be really cool, featuring our favorite Sith Lord. So definitely worth grabbing there. So that's it for Marvel for the month. All right, and then our last book is The Big Book, and The Big Book encompasses everything else that is not Marvel or DC. This is my favorite portion of the book right here, because I love indie comics, and this is what this all is. This entire thing is just indie start to finish. So let's jump right on in. We're going to hop right over to Image, and we're going to start there. Image, they always get their first section, because, you know, a lot of people don't think so anymore, but Image really is indie. They are indie comics. And we're starting out with Thumbs #1, and this is a miniseries premiere. Imagine someone like, say, Mark Zuckerberg created his own army of tech-obsessed teens and directed them to take on the government. What would the fallout be? That sounds really cool. I love kind of weird sort of cyberpunk intrigue kind of stories going on here. The artwork looks really cool. The dialogue looks spot on. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be one to watch out for. You know, if I haven't said it before, I will say it again. Indie books really are where it's at when it comes to great stories. Next up, The Ride, Burning Desire #1. After serving a hard 15 years in prison on a murder plea, former Atlanta PD detective Samantha Vega now makes her living as a bouncer in an exotic dance club. This actually sounds like a lot of fun as well. We have an Adam Hughes cover. Can't beat that, right? Everybody loves Adam Hughes. Again, action is really good. Dialogue is really good. The artwork is really great. The coloring is very, you know, kind of pastel and cool. I like it. Really enjoyed this little preview here. Oh, and you know, the action panels, awesome. Great storytelling all the way around. Next up, we have Sonata #1, another series premiere. Image has got a lot of good books coming out in June, so we have to keep an eye out for all of these. And this is... Two cultures clash on a planet they each believe is their promised land. The Rands and the peace-loving people, but the Thayans are a race of warriors who seek to colonize and control. That actually sounds really good. I like this. What we got here? Oh, we got David Hine and Brian Haberlin. Covers by Brian Haberlin. So yeah, that's actually going to be really neat. Man does amazing artwork. Very realistic. Again, man, look at this artwork. It's beautiful. Absolutely love it. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. Yeah, definitely another one to keep an eye out for. Hey, Spawn 298. And we have this good old homage cover right here. I think Todd McFarlane is just kind of swiping himself there, which is kind of cool. Gotta love that. All right, let's bounce out of Image, and we are going to go to... Oh, come on. We can do this. Pachow, down to Dark Horse. And we got Sword Daughter number 7 coming out. If you have not been reading Sword Daughter, it is an absolutely amazing series. Oh, this one looks really cool too. Snow, Glass, and Apples. This is a hardcover book, so it's going to be $18. Neil Gaiman, American Gods, and Sandman. And then we have Colleen Doran from Distant Soil getting together. Amazing, amazing combination right there. Neil and Colleen both doing the writing, and then Colleen Doran is doing the artwork. So, and this is like a retelling of a Snow White fairy tale story. So this is going to be very, very cool. Really looking forward to that one. This is actually a really cool surprise right here. Usagi Yojimbo coming back, but at IDW, he's found a new home. Stan Sakai has brought Usagi Yojimbo to IDW. New series coming out, starting at a number 1. This is a Gem of the Month pick from Diamond. And the book is going to be in full color. Gotta love that. Look at this. Oh, and this is the Kevin Eastman variant cover. Oh, it's an RI cover. That's a retailer incentive. Ooh, look at that. Also this month from IDW is the Transformers Ghostbusters crossover. Yes, Ecto-1 is a Transformer. Prime gets slimed. That is going to be too much fun right there. I mean, seriously, that's like my childhood coming to life. And, we still got that new Transformers series coming out. I love this Bumblebee cover. Really cool. I have yet to read it, so I'm really excited to find out what that's all about. I guess it's supposed to be a complete reboot of the series. Then we're down here, more IDW, and we have Crow Hack and Slash number 1, where we have Hack and Slash hunting down the Crow, thinking they're one of, that they call her Angelus Cetero. They believe that she is one of their, I guess, monsters that they are hunting down. So that should be kind of fun. Any story that has the Crow in it is usually a good time. So. Next up from IDW, we have Marilyn Manor. Where were you in 1981 when the White House goes dark for 17 days in August? The president's spoiled daughter and her best friend Abe, who claims to be possessed by the spirit of Abe Lincoln, throw a rager at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, seances, and secret passageways lead to time-bending mystical romps where past and present collide. But at what cost? That actually sounds really interesting. I'm really excited to read that. Again, this is a first coming out from IDW, issue number 1. Let's see what else we got here. And we are down to Dynamite Entertainment. And for Dynamite here, I want to show off Red Sonja, Birth of the She-Devil. And again, another Gem of the Month from Diamond, so you know this is going to be good. And this is the early days of Red Sonja. Now, this really gets me because I don't know how Marvel got the rights to Conan back and not Red Sonja. She's supposed to be in a Conan book, for God's sake. All right, lots of cool covers. Again, we have these beautiful painted covers by Perillo. We have our cosplay covers. What else we got? Keep going. Oh, this looks kind of fun. And this is Warlord of Mars Attacks number 1. So this is the John Carter Warlord of Mars and Mars Attacks crossover. Yeah, that looks to be kind of zany. And a little on the interesting side. From Boom Studios, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 40, Necessary Evil. This will be the first appearance of the White Ranger in comic books. That is correct. You heard that here. First appearance of the White Ranger, so make sure you guys pick that up. Now, last year, Boom did Shattered Grid, and Shattered Grid was an amazing, amazing storyline, and this is supposed to completely just take that and like upend the whole thing, so this should be really interesting to read. Looking forward to that. You know, I never thought I was one for Power Rangers comic books until I picked up Shattered Grid. God, the storytelling. And speaking of Shattered Grid, we have the softcover trade paperback also coming out. Now, this is an advanced solicitation, so this does not come out until August of 2019. So get your orders in now, people. And what do we got here? Oh, hey, we're getting to some serious indie now. What do we got? Banja X. This sounded really interesting, and this is coming to us from Action Lab Entertainment. Action Lab is putting out some really good books, a lot of good spec from them. And this is Chapter 1, The Cure, a wholly original and delightfully twisted deconstruction of the superhero genre. This is supposed to be a superhero who is dying, and he's been protecting, his powers are actually killing him. He's supposed to be protecting the city, who does not appreciate him. He pretty much just hates everyone. So as he finds out he's dying, he goes on a campaign to just rid the city of every supervillain before he dies. So that sounds like a lot of fun. Really excited for that one. And what else we got here? Oh, this is Alterna Comics. Again, Alterna has been putting out some amazing books with a 99-cent and $1.50 price tags. I'm not kidding here. Seriously, 99 cents and $1.50. Oh, I'm sorry. Wednesday here has a $1.99 price tag. That's still less than half the price of most of the big name books out there right now, and you're getting much better stories with some really good spec on them. Anyway, so here I have, what am I spotlighting here? Oh, Midnight City Volume 2, Midnight Mystery Volume 2, City of Ghosts, Phantoms, Specters, and Spirits and Ghosts. So, Detective Zeke King has crossed paranormal paths with all of them in his search to explain the unexplained. So those sound a lot of fun. I really would suggest everybody pick those up, because seriously, Alterna, good stuff. Oh, let's see. Where am I going to next? This really caught my eye, and this is from Antarctic Press. Antarctic Press has brought us such great books as Punchline and Rags recently, along with some of their spec books like Warrior Nun Ariella. This we have Leave on the Light. Man, this looks amazing. Now, this here is the variant cover right there, so that one might be a little harder to get a hold of. Here is our normal cover. We have, brace yourself for a shocker of a horror story. In a small town near New York, an undead serial killer has begun claiming the lives of children. Wow. So, we have two different versions of this book. What they call is their lights on, lights off flip book variant covers, and then the special foil variant edition. The regular covers, I believe, are like $4.99, and the variant, I think, is like $5 or $6. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, this was actually rather cool too. Exciting Comics number 3, all new and all great. Anyone in the 90s should recognize this. That is a homage to Rage Against the Machine's cover of their album, Evil Empire. Sorry. Here we go. Next, what do we have? All right, excuse me there. Allergies caught up with me. Anyway, yes, this is a homage cover to the Rage Against the Machine Evil Empire cover. It's actually really cool there. Okay, let's see what else we got. Oh, Lady Mechanica Sangre, number 1. Lady Mechanica is a great story. Beautiful artwork. Had a lot of fun with this book. If you have not read this yet, this is definitely worth picking up. Let's see. What else do we got? Oh, here we are, down at Black Mask. Black Mask really hasn't been putting out a lot recently, but the books they do put out, Black Mask has not let me down yet as far as storytelling goes. The stories have been absolutely amazing. And let's see, we got Space Riders Vortex of Darkness coming out. It's been 20 years since the Riders defeated the Destroyer God of Evil and saved the galaxy. But when the Mother of all evil gods appears, the threats take control of every dimension and every strain of possible reality. The now cybernetically enhanced X-Riders will come together and travel to her mind to assassinate her soul. I mean, really, who comes up with this stuff? That sounds like so much fun. I cannot wait for that. And what else have we got here? Oh, Cave Pictures Publishing, and they bring us The No Ones, number 1. This sounds really neat. This is brought to us by the writer Jim Kruger. He's best known for Earth X, which was an absolutely amazing story. Welby, the Bastions are superheroes. Oh, Welby, he must be the artist. The Bastions are superheroes at the height of fame and fortune. Their brand has captured the world and corrupted their souls. When they accidentally kill a man and cover up the crime to save their reputation, their corruption becomes a curse that erases their very existence. Really, that sounds way out there and like so much fun. Like I said, the guy's an amazing writer. If you never read Earth X, you really should go back and give that a read. It's really, really good. And we got Mercy Sparks returning to us, an ongoing series, Unlucky number 13. Mercy Sparks has been all over the place recently because this was just optioned, I believe, for a TV show. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a story of a demon who's doing hell or heaven's dirty work. So this actually is really cool. I love Devil's Due Publishing. A lot of their books are excellent, excellent stories. We got here Shotgun to Sugarland, which is a graphic novel. This is done by the Philbotch brothers. Detective Alexandra Stride is hunting a fanatical woman on a bloody trail of vengeance fueled by manic religious fervor. The Philbotch brothers are amazing at crime stories, and they're amazing at revenge stories, so this is going to be a lot of fun. One of the other things they wrote that was absolutely just mind-blowingly good was a story called Cadaver Dogs of Winter. God, if you haven't read that, you can pick up that graphic novel pretty cheap. All right, what else do we got here? Oh, from Humanoids. Humanoids, this actually sounded really neat. Ignited number 1, brought to us by Mark Waid. And this is the first day back at Phoenix Academy High, but this year, there's no back-to-school excitement in the air as returning students and faculty are haunted by memories of last year's horrific attack. So many friends and colleagues were lost, and none of those who survived underwent changes. Or those who survived underwent changes. They ignited, gaining supernatural abilities they barely understand. Little do they know this is just the beginning. That sounds like a lot of fun too. Mark Waid is great at superhero stories, so we should be seeing a lot of good stuff from this. And this is a company called Humanoids, and they are, I mean, this is like out of nowhere. I've never heard of them before. And to pick up someone like Mark Waid right away, I think this is supposed to be their first ongoing series that's coming out, so this should be really cool to see. We got a few more books here to show. And we are over here in Scout Comics. Scout Comics, anything they've been putting out has been kind of in the spec category. Here we have Gut Ghost, Till We Meet Again, issue number 1. And this is a ghost that literally has guts. He has a job, and he is trying to just make it through life, the ups and downs, pay bills, and he deals with the same headaches that come with being a ghost with guts. It just sounds like fun, really. It's just going to be a blast. This is the other one coming out of Scout Comics, and this is Crucified number 1. The world's deadliest contract killer has just received his next target, a man some believe to be the modern Jesus Christ. That sounds like it's going to be just straight out there in the world. I mean, this is going to be crazy, so keep an eye on that one. I don't know, I just have a feeling about that book. Let's see what we got here. Oh, now we're coming to Source Point. Everything in Source Point is just a lot of fun. But this is the one I wanted to show, and this is a staff pick from Diamond, and this is Samurai Grandpa. After retiring the blade and putting the way of the samurai behind him, Oji-chan returns home from the mountains to find his family visited by disaster and his granddaughter kidnapped. That actually sounds like it's going to be a really cool revenge story, so I would suggest everybody pick that up as well. And the last book I wanted to show, Psylords from Valiant Comics. And look, they have a big showing this month, but this actually sounds like a lot of fun. And these are the cosmic beings known only as the Psylords and how they change the course of the universe. So that would definitely be worth picking up. Now they have a bunch of different covers, as you can see here, just all over the place. We have some of the previews of the artwork. It looks really good. And they do this pre-order bundle. Now, this is something Valiant does with some of their bigger titles, where they will say, okay, go to your local retailer and tell them you want the pre-order bundle, which means like here they have issues number 1 through 12. That means you promise to pre-order issues 1 through 12. And your retailer gives you usually special edition covers specifically for these pre-order bundles. So that's kind of interesting. And I think that's it for our Diamonds previews. Those are books being solicited this month, coming out June 2019. I think I showed a couple that were in August. So Anyway, like always, people, thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. I love all my subscribers. I love all my comments, all the likes. You guys are amazing. New to the channel, hit the little CV logo down in the corner and subscribe so you get all my cool notifications of everything interesting coming out. And like always, guys, take it easy.